Namaste. This is Michelle Skaletski-Boyd. It's important you understand that even though I am certified with the International Medical and Dental Hypnotherapy Association, I am not a doctor, nor should any part of these experiences be construed as medical diagnosis or advice. Most importantly, follow your inner truth and enjoy the experience, come what may.
Namaste, everyone. It's Michelle Skaletski-Boyd, intuitive medium and best-selling author. Did you know that you're the co-creator of your reality? Sure you did. You heard it before. But what does that mean? What does it mean to be the co-creator of your reality? Many of you have somewhat of an idea, maybe even a mental concept. But let's break it down today so that you really understand how it is that you are indeed co-creating your reality. First of all, let me begin by saying that for those of you who have recently lost a loved one, you might hear this saying and get really upset. So you're telling me that I co-created this? You're telling me that I caused the death of my loved one? You're telling me that I caused sickness in my loved one's life? What I'm going to say to that is, listen, take a deep breath, and really let what I'm about to share sink in. Let's break it down with some definitions. Everybody knows that my business is SoulFelt, SoulFelt journeys, SoulFelt words, SoulFelt bliss. So words are one of the tools that I use to shift energies. Let's begin with some Merriam-Webster's terms. Co-creator. Co means with or together. Create, to bring into existence. Reality, a real event, entity, or state of affairs. Let's look at the entity piece. Entity is being, existence. There's that word again, existence. We saw it with create, to bring into existence, and now entity, which is part of reality, means being and existence. Now we're going to look at existence, the state or fact of having been especially, independently of human consciousness, and as contrasted with non-existence. And then they give an example, such as the existence of other worlds. Now, I really want you to lean into this. And the best way to lean into it is to close your eyes and to take some deep breaths as I begin to share these words with you again. This way you can really feel them and understand how you are the co-creator of your own reality. Knowing that co means with and together, and creation means to bring into existence. And knowing you are the co-creator, who are you co-creating with? See, many of us, when we're young, co-create with our parents or with those who we are learning from, who are actually programming our subconscious mind, which doesn't actually take over into the conscious mind until we're about 6 or 7. And so up until then, all we're doing is being programmed with other people around us. As adults, this often continues. We often look outside of ourselves to be co-creators of our reality. So as your eyes are closed, I'd like for you to begin to ask yourself the following questions. When I go within, how often do I go within and actually co-create with my maker? How often am I going within and co-creating together with God Source, with infinite intelligence? How often am I co-creating with my highest self? It's a vibration that feels higher. How often am I co-creating with that higher version of myself? So just sit with that for a moment. Let's also look at reality. Now remember, we broke it down into events, state of affairs, or entities, being or existence. And recall that existence has to do with the state or fact of having been especially independently of human consciousness, and as contrasted with non-existence. In other words, it's difficult to see, touch, smell. It's more of a knowing. So how is it that you are co-creating your own reality? So stay with that for a moment as I give you this analogy. Let's pretend for a moment that your energy field is clogged. Now, those of you who ever got chakra clearings from me, or maybe you went and got a massage or acupuncture, if you learned about chakras or meridians or did breath work or knew that your energy was kinked in some way, your energy field gets clogged. So let's imagine that your energy field right now is clogged. And it's clogged with stuff that really wasn't meant to be in there because we put in thoughts or ideas that were not conducive to flow. We're not part of co-creating our reality, and that we were giving our power away to outside forces, different people, different ideas, different thoughts. Maybe we were feeding ourselves unnecessary foods, and now our energy field is clogged. So it's much like a shower, let's say, that requires a plunger. That shower is full of different things in the drain that we shouldn't have in there. And so now it's time to give ourselves a good reality check, so to speak, a good plunging. And that's what I'd like to invite you to do. I'd like for you to really consider how often you're sitting with yourself and stepping into the God source energy of who you are. That's what it means to truly be in flow, to truly step into that knowingness and into that understanding that the thoughts that you create for yourself, that the ideas that you put into your mind, into the subconscious part of your mind, is what's causing your reality. Now, I want to move for those of you for a moment who have lost loved ones, and I want to say that you and your partner co-created your reality together. And it's my truth that on some level, before even taking human form, both of you as souls had a soul contract where one of you agreed that they would leave and the other one agreed to stay in order for life lessons to be learned. And the person that has left and has moved to the other side is very much in your existence in the state or fact of having been especially independently of human consciousness and as contrasted with non-existence. This is why I am an intuitive medium, is because I truly believe that you and your departed loved one have a soul contract. I don't believe that they've gone anywhere other than they've shifted form. They're no longer in human form, but you very much can still have a relationship and can still connect with them very easily if you set your mind to it, if your thoughts align with your feelings, and if you are truly connected to Source's flow. See, many people, they give their power away. They don't believe that it's possible. And so what do? They kink their own flow in the same way that we would put things down in our energy field or in our drain, so to speak, and then we would have unnecessary clogs. So I'm here just to remind you that you are the co-creator of your reality. Anything is possible, so long as you believe it to be possible. Now, how do we go from, I'm pretty skeptical? As long as you're open, it's possible. And then, if some of my words are resonating with you, you can feel free to open your eyes now so you can really look at me. And I can make contact with you and I can say, it is possible. It is possible for you to co-create your reality in any way you choose. Now, can you have your loved one back? Can you put them back in physical form? Not to my knowledge. I know that there's a Bible story about that happening, but to my knowledge, here in this particular reality, it hasn't yet occurred. However, do I believe that you can connect with your loved ones and communicate with your loved ones and speak with your loved ones and get signs and symbols from your loved ones? Absolutely, I do. And I also believe that the person on the other side must be willing to play along because we all have free will. Now, That being said, let's shift gears back to you are a co-creator of your reality, independent of conscious mind, down deep into that source, into that flow, into the knowingness and the truth of who you are. You have the ability to bring into your awareness this beautiful place of happiness, of joy, of peace, of harmony, of truly living the life that you deserve. It is possible. And for the next 6 weeks, here on this particular channel, I'm going to be offering a course for free, going through this in detail so that you can start creating the life that you know you deserve. I'm going to help you recognize and remember who you are, believe it and achieve it, and so it is. I'll see you soon.